was at that door. He said, I'm going to go do something with my son.
I had to take him to work.
Mm-hmm. But we had church at 3 o'clock. See, thou shalt have no other God before me. He's a jealous God. And when you put stuff over him, he seemed to think, well, that car more important to her than me. So I tell you what, I just take the car back. That's what he did. Only you can work that thing out. You got family members. I don't want to get into your personal business, but you got family members that love you. Just understand this. Pay attention to your family. Because when everything else fails, your family gonna be there. Other folk ain't gonna be there. You hear me what I'm saying? Yeah. Is that thing on?
It is.
Okay,
But
I didn't know it was on.
yeah, you didn't say too much.
All right. How's everybody doing?
We're great.
I guess everybody, they still got people on their way. Y'all gonna need your Bible. And when you get your Bible, go to 2 Chronicles. Come over here and get your Bible, boy. Come get you one too, little girl. As a matter of fact, there's one inside this podium right here.
Just gonna take my head. Okay.
There's one over here.
Where's your shoes? Why y'all look like y'all? We don't.
2 Chronicles.
I don't care. It's not church. It is still church. You know what?
2 Chronicles 7. We'll start with the 7th chapter. Now, Chronicles is in the Old Testament for those of you that don't know. We'll start with the 7th chapter, and we're going to go to the 14th verse. Now, y'all tell me something. What do y'all think about this virus that's going around?
It's fake.
It's fake. Okay?
It's a setup.
It's a setup. Sister Tamika, what do you think?
Well, it's man-made, so,
Okay?
I mean, I don't know what I think about it.
Okay. Sheriff, what do you think about the virus? That's the only thing I'm asking about.
I think the government put it over in China and backfired and came back this way.
You think our government put it into China?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I tell you? You don't know. Sister Colin?
You know my beliefs on it. I just believe that it was blown out of proportion by the media. I don't think necessarily the virus itself is a fake thing or people are not getting sick behind it. I do believe that it has gotten blown out of proportion, more bigger than it should have. And on the same lines of, do I think it was created for us, man-made, created by someone to get this type of thing for distractions from other stuff? And the flip side of it is this could be a way the Lord is trying to get us to be.
No, he is getting our attention through this.
Well, I wouldn't fit it.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm saying for us to be more closer and more together, like to come together as a nation, as family, because there's a lot of broken families and a lot of other stuff and this is causing us to learn how to get together, share, and to get to know each other again, and also to get closer to Him. This is something, one of His things that He has done to get our attention, to get closer to Him as a whole.
First thing is, God is not playing with mankind.
Right.
I want us to understand that. He is not playing with mankind.
Right.
He has sent the bombing of Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you went way back, Bishop.
When he blew up the building, that was a sign to get the people's attention.
Yeah,
that didn't work. 9/11. He allowed 2 planes to go into, what was those buildings?
The Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers.
Trade Center.
Trade Center.
Trade
That's
Center.
what I'm looking for. And destroyed the buildings, but so many people were killed.
Right.
Still didn't work.
Right.
Hurricane Katrina killed all of those people, drowned them, destroyed all of these homes and all of the damage that it did down in New Orleans. We even drove down there to help out.
Mm-hmm.
And they had bodies that were floating in the water for days, on top of days. And
Right.
I believe the fish came into the cities that were eating the body.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is that still didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other hurricane, the one that hit Houston? What was his name?
Isaac,
Okay, him.
whoever it was.
He hit Houston.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is none of that stuff worked.
Mm-hmm.
God has sent, since the beginning of time, plague after plague.
Mm-hmm.
First started out, it was leprosy.
Yep.
People had to be isolated
Mm-hmm.
when they had leprosy. They had to leave their families.
Right.
And they couldn't come back. Only the priest could readmit them back into society.
Mm-hmm.
If they were a leper, they had to get out of the house. They had to leave their families, and they had to stay in an isolated area.
Right.
Didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, it has gotten worse and worse and worse. Even Job's body had scabs all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Went so far until he was so sick until his breath started to stink.
Right.
And still none of that worked.
Mm-hmm.
Cancer, leukemia,
Yep.
diabetes,
Mm-hmm.
all of this stuff. God has been trying to get our attention for years.
Yep.
And then they come along with these STDs, syphilis,
Yep.
gonorrhea,
Yep.
chlamydia. What's the newest one? Is that the newest one?
What?
Chlamydia.
No, they got some other
They
stuff.
got some other ones.
Yeah.
Good God Almighty. But then they come along with AIDS.
Yeah. HIV. AIDS.
Have not found a cure for AIDS yet,
They say.
but they can control it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first is HIV.
Mm-hmm.
Then it turns into AIDS. And guess what? People have been running around, still not protecting themselves,
Yep.
risking getting AIDS from a person that they really don't know. They ain't scared of that.
Nope.
So why are they scared of this?
Yep. All of a sudden.
All of a sudden now we want to shut the churches down. We want to shut the hospitals down. They can't shut them down. We want to shut everything down.
Yep.
Now we can't even sit in a restaurant and eat.
Nope.
We got to call our order in or go by and order it and just sit. We can't even sit in the restaurant while it's being prepared.
Right.
They're going to tell you to wait outside.
Yep.
So we got to go back outside to get until our food is prepared. Then we go in and pay for it. But then you got to go as soon as you get it.
Yep.
You've been trying to get our attention all day.
Yep.
I mean, all this time.
Yep.
I got a text message from the preachers today. We got a conference call at 3:30. We trying to decide on what we're going to do as preachers with our congregation.
What's that?
Oh yeah, I call a number and get on the conference call. You couldn't understand what nobody was saying. It was like a bunch of chaos. What I'm trying to tell you all is he gonna get his way.
What?
But believe it or not, his will be done.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
And we ain't got to agree with it.
Yes, it will.
It's going to get done. Before you leave this earth. Now I want to quote that scripture. But we going to cry Jesus is Lord.
Yep.
You going to say that. Everybody got 2 Chronicles?
Yep.
Sheridan, you got it? 7th chapter? 14 verse. Just kind of read that.
All right. Now, when Solomon had made an end of praying, the fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering and the sacrifices, and the glory of the Lord filled the house. And the priest could not enter into the house of the Lord because the glory of the Lord had filled the Lord's house.
Stop. What are you reading?
I was gonna say what?
Oh, you said 2nd what?
Chronicles.
That's what I got.
7th chapter,
That's what I got.
14 verse.
14 verse. I went sorted at number 1.
No, I said the 14 verse.
Okay.
Match mine.
Yeah. I started at the first verse. Okay.
14 verse.
14 verse. If my people, which are called by my
That sound more
name,
like it.
shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
See how simple that is?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, are we the people of God?
All right.
That's the question right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are we the people of, are we the saints or what? Are we the ain'ts?
Supposed to be the saints, Bishop.
Which one are we? Because come hell or high water, saints are going to stand for God.
Yes, they are.
They're not going to tuck their tail and run.
Yep.
That's what's getting me. I thought for a long time, Tamika, that churches didn't obey what the government said. I ain't saying that.
My.
I really did. But now we're allowing them to tell us, y'all need to shut y'all doors. And here the people are locking the doors because they're afraid of this virus. But he said, if my people, which are called by my name. What does it say next, Sheridan? Shall humble themselves.
And pray.
I mean, you know, we got some arrogant Christians out there.
What?
That really don't want to give God his just due.
Yeah.
That really don't want to give God what they're supposed to give him.
Yep.
Don't want to give the Lord any time.
Yep.
Once again, Lord, if you give me this, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, and I'll do this for you, and I'll do that for you. As soon as God give it to you, we forget about God.
Yeah.
I said something, I think this was something me and Bishop Smith were talking, and he said to me, Collins, we want the blessing without the work. We don't want to work for God. But we want him to bless us every morning.
Yep.
It's just like a child in the house to me. When they think they're grown, and you tell them to get up and wash the dishes, they just lay there.
Yeah.
You tell them to get up and take the trash out, they just continue to lay there.
Bishop said ain't so.
But then a few minutes later, they come into your room and say, Mama, can you buy me some French fries? I'm kind of hungry right now. But you remember, I told you an hour ago to take the trash out. I told you an hour ago to clean, to wash the dishes. And then guess what, Tamika? They get mad at you about your money, not wanting to give to them because they didn't do what you wanted them to do.
Yep.
That's true.
You right about it.
Same thing about the Lord. We tell the Lord all of this stuff. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And as soon as God give it to us, we didn't forgot about God. Yeah. That's how it is. This is his house.
Yep.
And we come in, we can't come in soon enough. We get here late, we want to leave early. Yeah, I'm talking to New Freeman today.
All right.
He said, shall humble themselves, pray, and seek my face. How many prayer warriors have I tried to tell you? You got to learn how to pray.
Amen. Amen.
You got to learn how to pray. That's why I try to tell these young folks, don't get embarrassed by praying. One of these days you're going to need that prayer.
Think I'm lying. You right, Bishop.
Dad ain't going to always, Mama ain't going to always be there to help get you out of the mess that you done created.
Yep.
And as soon as you get in it, then you're going to learn to say, Lord, I need your help.
Yep.
Don't worry, you can be big and bold all you want to say. I ain't going to never tell the Lord that. Yeah, you are. yeah, you are. You're going to tell him that. Especially you get put in jail.
My.
It's something. When they put you in that 6x9 and they shut that door and you hear that thing go boom. You know it's real then.
Yeah, buddy.
It's real then. And then they're going to holler, lights out. Time to go to sleep. Well, see, that's when Big Shirley come out.
Bishop. Not Big Shirley.
Big Luther come out.
Not Big Luther.
Here you are, this little old small man, and all of a sudden you see these 3 or 4 big old men standing over you.
Bishop. Say it ain't so.
How embarrassing it is for you to use the restroom right there.
Yep.
In front of somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. All of that stuff. When all we got to do is do right.
That's right.
Hello, somebody.
Hello.
All we got to do is do right. There's going to come a time when you're going to need the Lord.
That's right.
And you better hope he listens to what you got to say. He said, humble yourself, pray, and seek my face. Yep. How many times have I told you all, come down here?
Yep.
Bend your knees.
Yep.
And talk to the Lord. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with talking to the but instead, this is what we're doing on Sunday morning. Every last one of us, now I ain't going to say every last one of us, but the majority of us got our phones out, looking at other stuff that we have no business looking at. Creating mess on Facebook that don't have nothing to do with us.
Right.
And then before you know it, we in some mess.
Right.
And then when it come out, we trying to explain, well, this is what happened.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
You're right.
Pay attention.
You're right.
It said, because the next verse, it going to hit us. It said, and turn from their wicked ways. Ooh, we got some ways church for here. I'm talking about y'all now. We got some ways, boy.
Bishop.
We can do some stuff. We can say some stuff that'll hurt a person's feelings. And still call ourselves a Christian.
Yep.
And act like we ain't said nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I know it's quiet.
You right, Bishop. Don't even feel convicted after you say it.
Don't feel convicted. I've said this, I've done this, and I don't care who feelings I hurt.
Right.
But guess what? When you hurt their feelings, don't you think God made them just as smart-mouthed as he made you?
Right, right.
They can turn around and hurt your feelings.
Right.
I'm good at it, baby. I know I am. I can hurt some feelings. See, Sheriff, when I say it, I don't say it to be mean. I say it out of love.
Right.
Sometimes I mean to hurt a person's feelings. Sometimes you got to get their attention.
My.
As a parent, Tamika, I have to hurt some feelings in my house. Because I want you to understand what I'm saying.
Right.
Now, if you get too old to where you can't respect what I'm saying, the door is right there.
My.
It lets you out. It lets you in. It'll let you out.
That's true.
And I got it bad saying it to me. I ain't going to lose no sleep. I'm going to get into bed and I'm going to sleep.
All right.
The Bible says he gives his beloved sleep.
Yep.
So I'm going to sleep. Don't come back. Sister Collins said I'm too hard. But that's all right.
Sometimes.
I mean what I say and say what I mean. Because if you don't, These kids will run over you.
That's true.
They think they will anyway. But he said, when you turn from your wicked ways, then what are you going to do?
I will hear from heaven.
And do what?
Forgive their sin.
And?
Heal their land. Heal their land.
You see how simple that is? Only after you do all of this will I hear you, Tamika. He said, after you, since you my people, when you humble yourself, when you pray, when you seek my face, when you turn from your wicked ways, only then will I hear from heaven. Forgive their sins, and I'll heal their land. How many know if every church was open tonight doing just this right here, this virus wouldn't last?
My.
Uh-oh.
Bishop.
It's simple. He said it in his word. Now, if he said it and don't do it, then that means that he lied.
My.
Y'all talk back to me.
You're right, Bishop. That's true.
If he said it and don't do it, that means he lied.
Yep.
But the churches ain't together. Church folk ain't together.
Well, that's true.
We got more hell in the church than we do out the church.
Listen.
I didn't mean that.
You meant it.
But we got more hell in the church than we do outside the church. Y'all believe that?
Amen.
Now go to 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy. Go to 2 Timothy. The 3rd chapter. You got me now? Start with the first verse on that one, Sister Connie, and go down to the 5th verse. I want you to read those.
Okay. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
We in that right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
For men shall be loved.
Huh?
What number are you reading?
2 Timothy 3 and 1.
Oh, 1. Okay.
Come on, Sister.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves, captives, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents.
Stop right there.
My.
It's in there, ain't it?
Yeah, it is, Bishop.
It's in the book, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
We are in the last of the last days.
Yep.
Men shall become lovers of them own selves. How many know we boast about what we got? It's right here.
Yeah, it's it.
We proud about stuff that we have no business being proud about. Blasphemers, we talk against God all the time. Disobedient to parents.
Listen.
Mine ain't here, so it ain't talking about me. Both mine did.
Oh, mine too.
Both mine did.
Mine too.
So who got both parents in here? Oh, I see y'all back there. So I guess it's talking about y'all. Disobedient to parents. Take trash out. I'm laying in the bed. Take trash out, son. I'm still laying in the bed. That's disobedient, right?
Yeah.
And the Bible said when you're disobedient, your days are numbered.
Yeah.
Is that the book?
Yep.
Wash the dishes. I'm laying in the bed. Wash the dishes. I ain't looking at you now. I'm looking over here now. Wash the dishes. I'm still laying in the bed. The Bible says that when you are disobedient, your days shall be numbered. You want to live long on the earth, obey your parents.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right.
Isn't that the Bible?
That's the Bible.
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, it is.
Go with that next word.
Unthankful.
That's all everybody.
Unthankful.
How many people have you just gave something to out of the kindness of your heart? Didn't have to do it, but you did it anyway.
Yeah.
Let me come a little closer. How many times have you seen two people with babies? One baby is a little bit older than the other one. So the young lady passes the clothes down to the other young lady because she's not as fortunate.
Right.
That person get those clothes and will not allow that baby to wear them.
Yep. That's true.
Unthankful, ungrateful. How many times you seen that? Every Sunday when that baby comes to church, that baby don't ever have nothing on that we just gave.
Yeah.
We gave that child over $100 worth of clothes.
Yeah.
Mama don't let him wear them. What is going on? And then next thing you know, somebody else have a baby in the congregation. She don't give the clothes, pass them down. Why? Because she didn't throw them in the trash.
Yeah. I got rid of them some kind of way.
She got rid of them. You see what I'm saying? What's the next word that's coming? They're going to hit you right here.
Unholy.
Stop right there. Ooh, unholy. Unholy. Do stuff all the time. We get in church, we some saints.
My.
We get out of church, we cussing more than the seven.
Bishop said ain't so.
I'm talking about church folk today.
Not church folks.
Yeah, we get in church, we holy. Soon as we get out, you can't beat us cussing. You can't beat us smoking. You can't beat us drinking. Matter of fact, girl, where the drink at today? Boy, where the drink at today? I got to go get it. What we drinking? I'm talking about church folk.
You are.
I'm not talking about the sinners.
Yeah.
I'm talking about us.
I'm talking about us.
Go ahead.
Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers.
Right there, that's another one. Point the finger at folk. Instead of us pointing the finger at us, we point the finger at everybody else.
My.
It was her that did it. It was him that said this. They went over there. They did this. They did that. What did you do?
Right. Right.
What did you do to cause all of this?
Right.
Tell my kids all the time, you keep your mouth shut, then you ain't got to worry about what other folks do, what they do.
Right.
You keep your mouth shut. You keep your hands clean.
Right.
We ain't got to worry about nobody else.
Yep.
If your hands stay clean, the school ain't got no business calling me.
That's right.
The school ain't going to call me, Talika, all the time if you innocent. I can understand. Sometimes they get it wrong, but every time something go on at the school, your name in it, then I got a problem with you. You gonna hold on to that line?
It's like verse 48. You gonna hold on to it so you can't hold on.
I tell them all the time on verse 48. If you hold that line, you going home. Just last night, me and Sister Carla was sitting right there looking at it. Young lady, all she had to do was hush her mouth to me. She was going to the house. They ain't had no evidence against her. They had hearsay. They had reasonable doubt. They didn't have nothing against her. All she had to do was shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. You know how we are. I don't know what you're talking about.
Kept talking.
He did a Perry Mason on her.
He did.
And the next thing you know, she done broke down. I shot him. I did this and that. I said, Lord have mercy. I just told you what she was going to do.
She did.
She broke down Sheridan and went to boo-hoo.
She did.
Yep, she did.
Telling it anyway, you know, most things
Yeah,
like that eat you up.
It just been eating at me and put some salt and pepper on me, baby. Because I ain't finna say a word.
You ain't gonna incriminate yourself.
I ain't gonna do that. But all she had to do was hush her mouth. And she would have went to the house. But instead, I think she got 25 years, 15, 25 years.
25.
Her children, which were small kids, are going to be grown when she get out of there.
Yep.
That's the sad part about it. And it was all over a cup of tea.
What?
A glass of tea.
What about
She worked at the restaurant. He came through the drive-thru. She gave him the wrong drink. He didn't like it, so he spit on her. She spit back on him. He get out the car talking to her, so she come out of the restaurant, get in her car and follow him. At the third time. He came back. He just came back and started talking to her. When he left, she left right behind him. This time she had a gun.
Well, he pointed a gun at her face that second time.
They didn't find no gun.
They ain't find no gun though.
They didn't find no gun on him.
Yeah, bless you.
When you had one.
She said he had
She
one.
said this is her.
They
her
never
version.
found no gun on him. when he crashed into a Walmart. Mm-hmm. Boom. Right in the front door. Mm-hmm. When he crashed, they went out there and searched the car, didn't find no gun. He put his arm up like he had a gun. And she shot, pow. She went right back to work and started working. He dead. Yeah, he dead. Come on, Sister Colin.
False accusers. Incontinent, I guess. Fierce. Despisers. Despisers, my bad. Of those that are good.
Yeah.
Traitors.
Got a lot of them.
Heady.
Got a lot of them.
High-minded.
Showing up a lot of them.
Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God.
I told y'all, God, if you give me this, if you give me that, if you do me this, you bless me with this, you bless me with that, I'm coming to church. I'm going to be more involved in church. I'm doing this in church and I'm doing that in church. As soon as God give it to us, we forget about God.
My God.
Ooh, I ain't talking to you, Sheriff.
My God.
But if the shoe fit,
my God.
You got to put it on.
Yep.
I need the whole church here for that.
Yeah.
We are despisers.
Mm-hmm.
We are lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God.
Mm-hmm.
The barbecue more important.
My.
Going to play cards more important. I never thought I'd see the day where young folk want to play bingo rather than serve the Lord.
Bishop.
They faithful in the church. Girl, I'm going to play bingo tonight. Losing all their money. I got some co-workers that have lost $500-600 in a weekend.
Wow.
On bingo.
Wow.
Come to work for the next 2 weeks to me they broke.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people do that.
And then when they get paid again, they going right back.
Wow.
Going right back. I can't do it. But when it come down to Joe Moore said it best when he preached it not too long ago. He said, people shout, but start hollering about paying tithe. They ain't got time for that. I got better things to do with my money.
Wow.
I got other stuff. Quit putting stuff before God. He said, thou shalt have no other God before me. I'm a jealous God.
Yes, he is.
I'm married to you. Mm-hmm. Now check this out, Sheridan. If I'm married to Sister Colin, but I'm buying you everything,
problem.
That ain't gonna work in that house.
Listen, death.
She's not already prophesied it right there.
Death.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Same thing about her. She can't be buying Brown everything.
Listen.
And then I'm her husband.
Listen.
She'll never think about me.
Listen.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
You hear what I'm saying?
Amen.
If you married to me, I got to be the one you showing the attention to.
That's right.
If you married to me, I got to be the one you buying the stuff up.
That's right. That's true.
Y'all ain't saying that.
You're right, Bishop.
Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. That's what we are. Mm-hmm. What are people at tonight? Hear me what I'm saying? Lovers of pleasures. Everybody got something to do. Mm-hmm. Everybody got places to be. When it comes down to church, I'm going to see if that'll fit into my schedule. Mm-hmm. It may not fit into my schedule. Not realizing that if it wasn't for the Lord, you wouldn't have what you got.
That's right. Amen.
You wouldn't be where you are.
That's true.
God is the one that the Bible says He supplies all your needs.
Come on, all.
According to His riches and glory.
Yes.
By Christ Jesus.
Yes.
It didn't say some of your needs.
Yeah.
A few of your needs. It said everything that you go through, He supplies it.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, they ain't too scared of this virus. Where they at? Let one of them get it though. When I say the doors of the church open, I bet this up here be full. We're gonna have to put this front row down here because everybody gonna be trying to get prayed for.
Yeah.
But why did you serve me when you were well? when you had the activities of your limbs. Don't wait until you get crippled and you barely can't walk and you barely can't talk before you decide you want to serve me. Just like yesterday when I was at the red light, right down in Oak Cliff. I was coming back home from the store, and a man, he was panhandling, had his cup out, shaking his cup. And I said, brother, I don't have nothing. I just left the store. I don't have nothing. He said, well, pray for me. I said, okay, I'll pray for you. He said, because, man, I just had surgery, and I've been through this, and I've been through that, and I've been up, and I've been down. He said, but I used to do this, and I used to do that. And I started scratching my head. Why serve him now? When you used to be this bad man. He said, but now I'm ready to serve the Lord. Really?
But they had to go through all
You had
that
to go through all of that to finally realize I need to serve God.
Right.
God got to put some of us on our back. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he do.
A lot of us he got to put on our back.
To see the big picture.
A lot of us he have to slam the door in our.
Yep.
I'm talking about the jail cell. He got to slam them doors, and we're gonna have to get a little time.
Yep.
Young lady I know had to put her 16-year-old boy in jail. He hauled off and fought his mama. So she called the police on him. She thought about pressing charges, and she said, you know what? If I don't press charges now, you're going to do it again. So I'm pressing charges and put him in jail. I don't blame her. I'm surprised she didn't kill him. Because I'd have killed him and got the insurance money.
Bishop.
Show you right.
Okay.
Sister Colin would have just had to cry. Because I'd have shot him. Then told the police, well, he hit me. Ain't gonna have nobody hit me.
What?
We're gonna bear him. Thank you, son. Thank you, Doc, but I'm gonna spend this money. I mean that. The next verse is what I want, Sister Colin.
Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, for such turn away.
Thank you. We got a form. Even though Bishop didn't preach, I done ran around this building, I done ran up in the aisles, I done stood up in the chair. It's still a lot of stuff we don't believe. And that's sad to say.
It is.
5 years I've been preaching the same message. And we still don't believe.
Right.
I done told y'all how to get out of poverty. I done told y'all what you need to do to be blessed.
Yeah.
I done told y'all all of this stuff. You don't believe it. I've been praying to the Lord for the past few years. Lord, send some snow. I want to make it. I want to be out more than just 1 week. Yeah.
Snow to do that.
I need no snow. The Lord blessed me with what I wanted. And I love, I don't ever watch the show, but the show The Simpsons. Old Bart Simpson, that's my friend now. I'm going to forever call him my friend. Since he said this, I saw a little old commercial that he did. He was on his knees praying. He said, Lord, I want to get paid, but I don't want to go to work. That's what he said. Now, that has come true with me.
Yeah, it is.
Because guess what, Sheridan? I don't have to go to work, but every 2 weeks I'm going to get a check.
There you go. Amen.
This virus done scared the folk. I get up every day. And I go in the bathroom, take my shower, come back out, put my clothes on, and I sit on my couch and I look at Sister Colin type. I watch TV the whole day.
That ain't right.
She working.
She working.
Yeah, that's what I said. She's working. She's at work. But she's just at home.
Yeah.
But I'm at home and I ain't working.
Did you hear that? You don't normally claim that.
I know. He seen me in
I heard him
action.
say it.
They've been seeing me in action now.
Can't say we ain't
You can't say we ain't working.
She working because I'm sitting there.
Oh,
Whatever. Whatever.
She working because I'm sitting there.
Whatever.
See, Bunny and Clyde, she ain't got Clyde with her.
Call me.
But I do hear the ding. And when I hear that, I know it's that other one back there. Yeah, I know it's that
The
one back there.
message thing pop up.
When I hear that thing, I know it's that one back there. And there goes Sister Colin typing back.
This girl crazy right here. I hear it again.
First of all.
So I just know what's going on when they doing that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't miss it.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was supposed to be off this week.
Right.
Next week I'm supposed to go back to work.
I ain't gonna miss because I'm gonna wake up Monday morning and I'm gonna take my shower and sit right back on my couch.
Yeah. Lord, I don't want to get paid,
But
but I don't want to go to work.
that'll preach right there.
it will.
See, that's how we are sometimes. We are like that in the church. I want the reward. I don't want to do no work for it. It ain't like that in the church. I know every Sunday, if push come to shove, if Brown wasn't here, if Abbott wasn't here, if nobody else was here, the word of God still got to go forward.
You do. You're right.
And I know that I have to stand behind that pulpit and preach the word of God. I don't care if I get the same sermon out for the next 8 weeks. Y'all will never know it because I'll change the title of it.
Yeah.
And I'll preach it again. What I'm saying is, Shirley, regardless if I feel good or not, because I preach behind that pulpit with my back out. I preach with fever. I preach when I didn't have a voice. I don't mind it. If God called me to preach, that's my job.
That's right.
I got to preach.
That's right.
I can't deny his power. We got a form of godliness,
Yeah.
but we deny the power thereof. Now go to Psalms. I'm just about through. We finna give me about 15 more minutes. I said about 8:30 tonight. Psalm 91. Psalm 91. Y'all got that?
Yep.
Everybody got that?
Yeah.
Three of you got it? Start with Psalm 91 and 3. Start with that, Sister Connie.
Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
Mm-hmm.
He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shall thou trust.
Mm-hmm.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that watcheth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
That's right.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Come on.
Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Why not?
For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways.
And what are they going to do?
They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
Stop right there. What you worried about? It says in that 10th verse, there should be no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
My dwelling.
Why? For he shall give his angels charge over thee, and keep thee in all thy ways. And what are they going to do? They're going to bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Well, we got to be scared of. Now, this is talking to the saints.
Yeah.
You a saint of God. He said he going to protect you
Right.
against the plague.
Yep.
Now, once again, if he said it and don't do it, that means he lied.
Right. Right.
If God told me this and don't do it, then he just lied to me.
Right.
But I don't recall a real saint. Hear me what I'm saying? I ain't talking about them folk that's shaking and faking. I'm talking about a real saint.
All right.
When you're a real saint of God, he said, I'm gonna protect you.
Right.
You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Right.
Quit closing your churches down. Quit trying to run from this. You need to be trying to lead the folk.
Right.
Help them to understand that even though the devil is running rampant through the land, that I'm still in charge.
Right. Right. That's true.
You hear me what I'm saying?
Amen.
I'm not worried about what the devil can do. That's what we need to be dealing with. Don't worry about what the devil can do to you.
Yep.
Leaning on the everlasting arms.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm leaning on the everlasting arms of God. What a friend we have in Jesus. All of this stuff that we have, now we don't want to pick it up and use it.
Yep.
Instead of us listening to what the word say, we listening to what the government say. They the one that got you in this.
Right.
Do you think they want you out of it?
No.
So why are we listening to them? Girl, they said that we're going to be this. They said they said, quit worrying about Barker preach. Dangers of listening to what they said.
He sure did. He sure
And we still listening to what they said.
My.
Ain't nothing concrete but that word you read.
That's right.
Even your doctor practicing.
Yeah, he is.
Am I right?
You're right.
All of his diagnoses don't be right.
Mm-hmm.
He practicing.
Yep.
If he don't say I'm practicing, then you can sue him. So he gonna tell you, well, that was just my opinion.
Yeah.
Ain't number one doctor that ain't never lost a patient.
Come on, Bishop.
Ain't number one lawyer that ain't never lost a case.
Come on.
But we don't want to believe in that doctor or that lawyer. We believe in all of these other folks.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't talking
Come
about
on
me
now.
the other night.
Come on,
That's
Bishop.
what we believe in.
Yep. Yep.
How many of you know your lawyer standing there while you go to jail and say, babe, I did the best I could?
Yep. That's all they say.
We'll appeal tomorrow, but right now you're going to have to stay down here.
Yeah.
How many know you didn't went under the knife and the anesthesia, they'll come out there and tell your family, girl, we did everything we could do.
Yep.
But I'm sorry, but they gone, Ralph.
Yeah.
Now you walking out here mad because your loved one is gone and you don't understand why. They just came in here to have their tonsils removed.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you're going to have to bury them?
Right.
What in the world are you telling me?
Yep.
Am I right?
That's right.
So why are we believing the government? With this president that we got now, they're subject to say anything.
Anything.
Yep.
He's subject to say anything and he's subject to do anything. And we sit up here listening to him. I even had one person that we know real well that said yesterday, he's a brilliant man. They live in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Said he's a brilliant man. And I said, if this girl is in front of me right now, I have to slap her right quick. Because ain't no way in the world that man is brilliant.
Bishop.
What is it going to take?
Cookie Monster.
God may send something the next time that we can't figure out. We ain't going to have no cure for it. And it's going to hit so hard. Until the only thing we're going to be able to do is pray. Huh? Only somebody that they can't run to the church now because the church closed.
Yeah. But do you remember, and I know you do, but or maybe everybody, do they remember growing up in church that they didn't say no matter what goes on in the world, whatever you're going through, even your sickness or whatever, that the church is your hospital, is the hospital. That's where you're supposed to go.
That's where you're supposed to go.
No matter what, if something is going on, because that's where you're supposed to get your deliverance from. That's where you're supposed to be healed. That's where you're supposed to live all your burdens. Leave them at the altar. Don't pick them back up and take them, carry them back on out the door, because that was pointless of coming and leaving your burdens there. But I know that was like what they say, the old regime or whatever that used to be said, and I don't know if the older saints remember that and are still believing that the church is the hospital. Not saying you're not supposed to go to the doctor or anything, but when you feel like you're running scared or you feel fearful of some stuff, do people still believe that the church is your hospital. That's where you,
That's
even
the
when
law.
folks say, I got a cough, I got a cold, I'm sick, I'm stay at home. But you can be healed. I've been here plenty of days and had migraine. Woke up on a Sunday morning, still and I didn't even say it to anybody or say anything. But by the time church service was over, that migraine was gone because I came and released that. If I stay at home and dwell in it, you're gonna baby the migraine or you're gonna baby your sickness. When are you gonna baby? I'm saying baby because that we put all of our thoughts and extraness into babying what's wrong with us instead of putting all that extra we got into serving the Lord. And that's why I say that, because I've been here like in tears behind a migraine, but praise and worship come, I'm gonna give my best. When it's time to do whatever for God, I'm gonna give my best, because what if this is something, and that's why I said about Sunday, because I asked, was everybody going to church on Sunday? And everybody, one person was like, I don't know because I'm tired. You don't know if this is going to be our last time serving on Sunday or not. They may tell us nobody on the streets. They do the martial law, whatever they call it is. They'll do that, and then you don't have that chance, and you're going to be like, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, and it's too late. Mm-hmm. So I just remember us talking about that growing up, that the church is your hospital. This is where when you down and sick or you down, and I'm not saying something that's contagious, like bring it to the, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying we use that as an excuse on why we're not able to come to church. God can heal anything. He can do it all.
Yes,
he can do more than whatever we think he can do. He's impossible things that you don't even think about. Sure. He can do. But I just remember us growing up and they're saying that the church is your hospital. When you feeling that, you're supposed to bring it to the Lord and leave it there. Give it your best. You might be down and out, but by the time you leave, you feel a whole lot better. You did it. I'm not feeling my best. Like you was just saying, your back was out one Sunday. But by the time you got through, you was jumping around here. Jumped up in chairs, and I was like, I thought your back was out.
Yeah, it was.
But by the time but by the time you got through preaching, you felt a whole lot better.
I preached just like this.
Yeah. You
started feeling better. I was standing a little bit at a time. I started standing a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when I got through, I was out here in the aisle.
Right.
I said, I didn't forget about my back.
Right. Because you trust in God that He's gonna heal you here.
Yeah.
But
I remember now. I don't know if y'all probably too young, except me and Tamika. But y'all probably too young. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that?
Wow. He had to do this. First of all,
I remember when they used to actually bring people to the church on their way to the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I do know that. I mean, I have seen that.
I'm talking about they in the back of the ambulance, and on their way to the hospital, they'll stop that patient by the church.
Yeah.
And let that preacher come out and pray for that patient.
Yeah.
And then continue on to the hospital. If they needed to. See, God is still God.
Yeah, He is.
The point is, do we have the faith we used to have?
Yeah.
All this running around and shouting that we did Sunday. Oh, we had some church.
Ooh.
We had some church Sunday. These folks run around this building like they were going off Sunday. Y'all see it?
Listen.
And we have had church right here in this building.
Ooh.
But do we leave with our burden?
That's the difference.
Or do we leave the burdens here?
Yeah. That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
I tell y'all all the time, quit saying you sick. Girl, I'm sick. Well, we know somebody got a car now. Quit saying that you're sick.
Right.
So a man thinking
So is he.
You say you sick, you claiming it.
Right.
Quit saying that you're broke.
That's
Girl,
right.
I'm broke. I ain't got no money. Quit saying that.
Right.
You keep saying that, you will always be broke.
That's right.
You'll never have no money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Start saying my father's rich.
And houses and land.
And houses and land, and he owned cattle of 1,000 years. You start claiming richness, then guess what? You're going to be it.
Right.
Amen.
I tell y'all, the easiest way you get out of poverty is to give. Nobody believe me when I say that.
It's a what?
It's to give.
Yeah.
Give. Sometimes I used to go up to my former pastor. He didn't go now. I would go up to him and just put a little something in his hand. Here. Don't ask me what it's for. I don't owe you no money. I know I don't. You don't owe me nothing.
Right.
What I need is a blessing.
Right.
And I know the quickest way for God to bless me is if I give it to you.
Yeah.
I've had people in this church walk up to me and just say, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Now, I can say, man, I don't need this. Here, take this back. But I'm stopping your blessing.
Yeah.
People don't believe that.
Yeah.
That preacher, he just not, I don't want your money.
Right.
I don't. But I understand that we all got to be blessed. I understand that. Even after, when this is, because this too shall pass.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
This too shall pass. This disease ain't going to, this virus ain't going to last too much longer.
That's right.
It's going to pass. But what you scared of? We run around here buying up all the meat in the store. I went to the store yesterday. Wasn't a chicken in the cooler. I didn't see no fight. I just saw wasn't no chicken, wasn't no pork chop. There was a couple of pieces of steak. There was no links, no wieners, no summer sausage, no smoked sausage, none of that.
Even the vegan section was gone.
Yeah,
all gone.
vegan stuff was gone too.
Then I went to the dollar store last night. I walked across the street to the dollar store to get me some aspirin. And when I get over there, I walk on the back aisle. No paper towels, no toilet tissue. It was the whole row was gone. They didn't have none to sell. And they normally keep displays out.
Yep.
They were gone. And I'm saying to myself, what is going on with these people? Same thing happened when 1999 got ready to go into 2000.
Yep.
Them folk went to the store and they were buying potted meat and buying some stuff they don't never eat. They were buying all that stuff, water, and they can't even name the stuff now.
Batteries.
They were doing all that stuff. And the 12 midnight, Bernie Mac was right.
Yeah.
He dead now, but he was right. Yeah. Their eyes was going back and forth because they didn't know if they were going to make it.
Yep. The computers weren't going to turn over.
Now here we are 20 years later.
Yep.
We're in the year 2020.
2020.
Now do you know we're going to make it?
Yeah.
So we got through all of that. Why we ain't going to get through this? We'll get through it.
The trucks ain't gonna be. Remember the part with the gas? Everybody went and bought up all the gas.
Bought all the gas. We
Now,
had to go to different gas stations to get gas.
Now gas is
Gas
$57.
got up to $4-5 almost. Oh yeah, it was over $4 for it one time.
Yep.
But folk kept buying it.
Yep.
Yep.
And I believe y'all working way out in what is it, Roanoke?
Yeah, out there, Westlake.
Way out there. 2-hour drive.
It's sure was 2 hours drive.
Cause I would go to sleep and wake up, we still drive.
It was not 2 hours.
Yes, it was.
It was like an hour. It was only an hour.
It
Depends
was
on where how far you was coming.
You drive through like 6 cities.
Yeah, you do. You're gonna touch all the freeways in Dallas.
You go
Yes.
way out there, and I go to sleep and wake up, we still ride.
Yes.
Ain't even halfway there.
Yes.
Then I have to come with when she would have a flat tire, I would want to tell her, well, you stay out there with the vehicle. Cause I ain't coming way out there.
Oh, you coming?
But I had to get up and go.
Okay.
Bless your heart.
Yeah. So, what I'm saying, what we scared of? We have no reason to be scared.
None at all.
God has not given us
Spirit of fear.
the spirit of fear. So what are you scared of? I see folk now running around the street with masks on. Like they ready to rob a bank.
I was
Mask,
at the
gloves.
dance yesterday. It was funny.
Uh-huh.
So when you walk in the door, they said, okay, I need you, we have 2 places. Can you wash your hands when you first walk in before you sign in? I said, oh, okay. So then I come back and she says, hey, here's a piece of paper that I had to fill out. I guess, see if you've traveled, been to China, this and that, and whatever. And so she was like, can you fill out the boxes here and sign your name? I looked at it, I said, well, you just had me wash my hands. Did you clean them pins?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so she was like, I said, well, don't it defeat the purpose of me washing my hands if you ain't cleaning all this stuff?
Because I was getting ready to ask you
I was
that.
just like, so she,
Glad you
I
said it.
Hey, I'm just asking. Y'all trying to be safe and put on these masks and all this other stuff,
my
but
job doing the
is it
food.
really making sense as to what you're doing? If you got all these people sitting here signing the same piece of paper, but you're not cleaning it.
Right.
So then I go wash my hands. I come back. I see her spraying it with Lysol.
Because where does the sense make?
Yeah.
Where is it? It
Yeah.
got the in the
Yeah.
words of Bishop Smith. It got to make sense.
We were at Shell Shack the night before, and the lady, they
Well,
all
it-
wear black gloves, right? And so I was sitting here watching. I was like, now look, they're wearing the same gloves, but going table with table. What good is that?
Still getting germs.
You supposed to,
Still getting germs.
you supposed to take them off and
I almost
shake
got
them.
put at a crab shack not too long ago.
They were like, oh, well, we sanitize them.
Coffee.
You're rubbing in the dirt. The
Mhm.
germs.
Help me with sanitizer, y'all. Yeah, since you just brought that up. Tamika, help me with sanitizer.
It don't make sense.
You put some sanitizer in your dirty hand.
It's the same
And
thing.
And you do this right here. You just moving the dirt from back here to here. That's all you doing. You just mixing it with alcohol.
That's it.
99.9%.
It does what?
Of germs, not dirt. Germs.